What are your thoughts on how you want your final years to be handled? Have you told anyone your plans? Now is the time to start the conversation. Joining us today to help blend our wishes into a succinct song, not easy for me to say, is Scott Radcliffe and Peggy Lee-Tocco of Home Instead Senior Care. We will start with Scott here, so welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How did you compose your life song? It's called Life Song Program, right?
Right.
How did you get that started?
Well, each year Home Instead Senior Care takes a look at issues that seniors are faced with along with their families, and it identifies things that they need help with, such as developing educational materials or resources for them to take a look at these issues and navigate through them. So Compose Your Life Song developed as a result of research that was done that showed a lot of seniors don't have any type of plan in place for end-of-life issues that they're going to be faced with. So they have no idea what to do when those things happen. So as a result, we came along with this plan to help these discussions happen between the seniors and their children. And a lot of reasons these plans don't happen is because the senior doesn't recognize that they're going to need help later in life, or they don't think they will, or they think if they do, their children will be there to be the primary caregiver.
We'll all be taken care of, yes.
And these adult children, we all have jobs, families, responsibilities to get in the way of being a caregiver. So it doesn't work as well as sometimes we would like to see it. So this plan, the main purpose of the plan is to get the conversation going, to get them talking about the end-of-life issues that you got to be aware of, you got to be concerned with. So, and if we can do that, it's proven that it relieves some of the stress the senior has with facing these end-of-life issues. Plus, it also provides a lot of peace of mind for the kids, knowing, hey, I feel great. My mom and dad do have a plan in place on how to handle these tough issues.
I don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah,
so Peggy, you're often out in your patients' homes. How prepared really are they for these final years?
Truth be told, Lori, most of us are not. We're not. Most of us think as we become seniors, we think about planning for our retirement. Even some of us think about making a plan for our funeral. But few of us really sit down and have a conversation with people around us that love us about what it is we want. And while most of us say that we want to stay in our own home and be independent as long as we possibly can, we don't engage our loved ones and our friends around us in making a plan for what that looks like before something big happens. Something big might be something like perhaps unfortunately having a stroke and not being able to speak for yourself until you recover, or learning that you need a hip replacement or a knee replacement, you can't go up and down the stairs, or even thinking about what's going to happen when I can no longer drive. And
that's the big one.
That's the one that gets most of us.
Those are great questions that people probably should be answering. But to get the conversation going, so how does this manifest into a song?
Well, the music generator is just kind of a light way to get the conversation moving. It's not really a song per se, but it does develop some kind of lyrics along, like similar to writing a song. Is how do you want your life to look like? So it starts off, the music, when you compose the song, it has a list of questions that they ask, like do you have a written will in place? Do you have advance directives in place? Do you have any financial considerations for what you'll do if you do need additional care, all the way to have you prepared a bucket list of items you want to do in your lifetime. So by getting that process started, it eliminates, like I said, the stress and anxiety of having that approach. So, and once you do complete the questions, the website comes up with a lot of materials to help you decide, okay, maybe I need to pay attention to this or that. And one of the things on there that was one of my favorites, it talks about how to live well to the end. Kind of like the Stephen Covey, you know, begin with the end in mind. What kind of legacy do you want to leave your kids? How do you want to be thought of after you are gone? It's a tough situation, but it makes you start thinking about those things of, you know, difficult to think about, but it also puts in perspective to start the thinking today about how you want that to end up. So.
All right, so music soothes the savage beast of all these questions.
Right.
If you're ready to score a symphony for your life song, give Home Instead Senior Care a call. Their information is next. My thanks to Scott and Peggy for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information about Home Instead Senior Care, call 800-640-3914 or log on to www.homeinstead.com.